Hello everyone, welcome back. Just try this question. This question says that express each of the forces in Cartesian vector form and determine the magnitude and coordinate reaction angles of the resultant force. Now, I want you to all just look at the diagram very carefully. If you see the diagram, there are the 3 points given to us. One is point A, another one is point C, and the last one is point B. So our first agenda is to write down the location of every single point present in our diagram. So let's talk about the point A first. If you see that the point A, it is basically lie on the YZ plane. This is basically our positive y-axis and this is nothing but our negative y-axis. So point A, it is basically lie on the YZ plane. It means that there is no x value present in point A. If you see this distance, this is basically a 0.75 meter and it is present on the left hand side. So that's why it is negative 0.75 meter. And this is basically the value of y present in point A. Similarly, if you see this distance right here, it is basically 3 meter distance and it is nothing but vertically upward. So that's why it is nothing but positive 3 meter and this is z value present in point A. So the location of point A are written as 0. Why 0? Because there is no x value present in point A because the point A, it is basically lie on the YZ plane. That's why 0 comma negative 0.75 comma 3 bracket close meter. This is basically the location of point A. So let's talk about the point C. If you see the point C, it is basically lie on the x and y plane. It means that there is no z value present in point C. Now, if you see this distance right here, it is basically 1 meter distance and it is present on the left hand side. So that's why it is negative 1 meter and it is basically the y value present in point C. Similarly, if you see this distance right here, it is nothing but the 2 meter and this is basically positive 2 meter because it is indicated outward the screen, so that's why it is positive 2 meter and this is x value present in point C. So the location of point C are written as C bracket 2 comma minus 1 comma 0 bracket close meter. Why 0? Cause point C, it is basically lie on the xy plane, that's why z value present in point C, it is nothing but 0. Now let's talk about the final point, that is point B. If you see the point B, the question doesn't tell you about the x value and y value present in point B. Instead, the question give you this distance right here and it is nothing but the 2 meter. So I take the top view of this right angle triangle. If you see the top view of this triangle, it seems like this. This is basically our point B right here. This is nothing but our 2 meter distance according to the question. This one is nothing but 40-degree angle according to the question and this one right here, it is basically 90-degree angle. Similarly, this is basically y value and this is nothing but the x value. So this is basically right angle triangle. So apply the sine theta and cos theta function here to find out the value of x and y present in the point B. And also point B, it is basically lie on the xy plane. So there is no z value present in point B. So apply the sine theta here. Sine theta, it is nothing but perpendicular upon hypotenuse. The opposite side of theta, it is nothing but perpendicular and in this case it is nothing but y value. The opposite side of 90 degree, it is nothing but hypotenuse and in this case it is nothing but 2 meter. Where the two angles meet each other, so that particular side are known as base and in this case it is nothing but x value. So sine theta, which is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, it will become y upon 2. So y, which is equal to 2 into sine of theta. The value of theta, it is nothing but 40 degree, so it will become 2 into sine 40 degree. So 2 into sine 40, it will become 1.28 meter. And this is basically our positive 1.28 meter because if you see the question diagram, this is basically the y distance. This is, and this y distance, it is present on the right hand side, so that's why it is positive y and it will become positive 1.28 meter. Similarly, apply the cos theta function here, so it will become cos theta, which is equal to base upon hypotenuse. The base in this case is nothing but x and the hypotenuse similarly it is nothing but 2, so it will become x, which is equal to 2 into cos of theta. The theta in this case, it is nothing but 40 degree, 2 into cos of 40 degree. So 2 into cos of 40 degree, so it will get 1.53 meter. This is basically the value of x present in point B. So the location of point B are written as B bracket 1.53 and it is positive 1.53. Why? Because if you see the question diagram, this is basically the x value present in point B and it is indicated outward the screen. So that's why it is positive 1.53. But what if it is indicated into the screen? So it will become negative. But in this case, it is positive 1.53, comma 1.28, comma 0 bracket close meter. Now This is our first step to write down the location of every single point present in our diagram. Second agenda is to write down the position vector of every single point present in our diagram. If you see the question diagram carefully, there are the two forces given to us. This is basically our FAB, and this one right here, it is basically our FAC. So, the head of this FAB force is directed towards the point B. It means that point B, it is nothing but our final point, and point A, it is nothing but our initial point. Similarly, if you see the FAC force, the head of this force is directed towards the point C. It means that the point C, it is nothing but our final point, and point A, it is nothing but our initial point. So let's write it down the position vector of these forces. So let's talk about the delta RAB first. So it is nothing but delta RAB, which is equal to RB minus RA. Why RB minus RA? Because the RB, it is our final point, and RA, it is our the initial point. That's why. So the location of RB, it is nothing but this one, and it is 1.53i plus 1.28j with negative sign, bracket, negative 0.75j plus 3k. So multiply negative to the individual term present here. So it will become 1.53i with positive 1.28j with positive 0.75j with negative 3k. So add 1.28j with positive 0.75j. So it will get 1.53i with positive 2.03j with negative 3k meter. This is basically the position vector of RAB. Now for the magnitude, we have the formula, that is delta RAB magnitude, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square, and it is nothing but 1.53 square with positive sign, 2.03 square with positive sign 3 square. So grab the calculator, put the values into it, and solve it for the magnitude of RAB. So the magnitude of delta RAB, it is nothing but 3.93 meter. Now this is all about the delta RAB. Let's talk about the delta RAC. Now for the position vector of RAC, we can write delta RAC, which is equal to RC minus RA. The location of RC, it is nothing but 2i negative j with negative sign, and the location of RA, it is nothing but negative 0.75j positive 3k. Now multiply negative to the individual term present here. So it will become 2i negative j with positive 0.75j with negative 3k meter. So add negative j with positive 0.75j. So it will become 2i with negative 0.25j with negative 3k meter. This is basically the position vector of RAC. Now what about its magnitude? For the magnitude, we have the formula that delta RAC magnitude, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square, and it is nothing but 2 square with positive 0.25 square with positive 3 square. So again, grab the calculator, put the values into it, and solve it for the magnitude of RAC. So the magnitude of RAC, it is nothing but 3.61 meter. Our second agenda is completed. Our third agenda is to convert these forces, that is FAB, which is equal to 250 Newton, and FAC, which is equal to 400 Newton, into the Cartesian form. So let's work on it. So let's talk about the FAB first, and it will become FAB vector, which is equal to magnitude of FAB into the unit vector of AB. We know that the formula of unit vector, it is nothing but vector upon magnitude, and the value of FAB, it is nothing but 250 according to the question. So it is nothing but 250 into the vector upon magnitude. The vectorial form of RAB, it is nothing but 1.53i with positive 2.03j with negative 3k. So it will become 1.53i with positive 2.03j with negative 3k. Similarly, divided by its magnitude. So the magnitude of RAB, it is nothing but 3.93. This one. So multiply 250 with I, J, and K respectively. So it will become the vectorial form of FAB, which is equal to 250 into 1.53 divided by 3.93. So it will become 97.32i. Similarly, multiply 250 into 2.03j divided by 3.93. So it will become positive 129.13J. Lastly, multiply 250 into negative 3 and divide it by 3.93. So it will become negative 190.83 Newton. This is basically the Cartesian form or the vectorial form of FAB. Now, what about the vectorial form or the Cartesian form of FAC? Let's talk about it. The vectorial form of FAC are written as the FAC vector, which is equal to FAC vector magnitude into the unit vector of AC. So according to the question, the magnitude of FAC are nothing but 400 Newton into the unit vector formula. It is nothing but vector upon magnitude. So the vector of RAC, it is nothing but 2i with negative 0.25j with negative 3k. So it can be written as 2i with negative 0.25j with negative 3k divided by its magnitude, and the value of magnitude of RAC, it is nothing but 3.61. So FAC vector, which is equal to 400 into 2 and divided by 3.61. So we will get 221.60i. Similarly, 400 into negative 0.25 and divided by 3.61. So we will get negative 27.70j. Similarly, multiply 400 with negative 3 and divided by 3.61. So we will get negative 332.40 k cap Newton. This is basically our vectorial form or the Cartesian form of FAC. Now, according to the question, we successfully find out the Cartesian vector form of every single force present in our diagram. So let's talk about its magnitude. Now, for the magnitude of the resultant vector, we are going to add FAB and FAC together so that we can get the vectorial form of the resultant vector, and it will be the vectorial form of FR, which is equal to, please add 221.60i with 97.32i. So you will get 318.92i. Similarly, add negative 27.70j with positive 129.13j. So you will get positive 101.43j. Lastly, add negative 332.40k with negative 190.83k. So it will become negative 523.23k Newton. This is basically the vectorial form of the resultant vector. Now, what about its magnitude form? For magnitude form, we have the formula that magnitude of FR, which is equal to under root x square plus y square plus z square, and it will be 318.92 square with positive 101.43 square with positive 523.23 square. Grab the calculator, put the values into it and solve it for the magnitude of the resultant vector. So the value of the magnitude of resultant vector is 621.10 Newton. Therefore, we successfully find out the magnitude of the resultant force. Now, what about its coordinate direction angles? Let's work on it. Now, let's talk about the coordinate direction angles of the resultant vector. We know that alpha, which is equal to cos inverse fx upon f. The fx, it is nothing but 318.92, and similarly the value of f, it is nothing but 621.10. Similarly, beta, which is equal to cos inverse fy upon f. The value of fy, it is nothing but 101.43, and the value of f, it is nothing but 621.10. Similarly, gamma, which is equal to cos inverse fz upon f. The value of fz, it is nothing but negative 523.23, and the value of f, it is nothing but 621.10. Now, the value of alpha, it is nothing but 59.10 degree. Similarly, the value of beta is equal to 80.60 degree. Lastly, the value of gamma are equal to 147.39 degree. Now, your question has been solved here and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends. Jazakallah. Take care. Allah Hafiz.